He heard tapping, and David immediately picked up a gentle female spirit.
There's a female energy in this room. It feels very feminine, the energy in this room. Calm, though, not aggressive, and kind of, you know, a wafter. So she'll just gently flow around. Mm-hmm. And I know that this room is clearly used for therapy of some sort. I would imagine that that's why she might be attracted here, because of that gentle healing nature she has. It may be maybe not the fact that she originally was here, it's the fact what this space is being used for.
And what time period is the banging again?
Someone on the stairs.
It does. What time period would you say that she was from?
Immediately I would have said Edwardian sort of time. She's not
far
Victorian.
back then, is she?
No, she's not at all. She's not Victorian.
Good grief.
And there's the hair thing. She's got a hairspray right up and it's all curly on the top.
Oh, it's curly.
Well, it's pulled up and like curly here, you know?
Yeah.
It's a very distinct chestnut brown.
Any name?
It's like Emily or Ellen or, you know... oh.
That sounds like it's coming from...
Is your name Emily?
Why is she still here? Why is she coming into this calm space?
When I get images of people just dying in bed, obviously died a natural death, it usually means in the place we're at, so I think she died here of a natural death.
In this room or in the castle?
In the castle. It's not. I think she comes to this room because of what goes on.
Okay.
Actually, do you know what I think it is? I think because clearly there's activity in this part of the castle constantly, just this bit. It's almost like she goes to her own place, which is over there, so her world will still be there, but she interacts with ours because she can see it and feel it here.
Okay.
There's a link to spiritualism as well. There's an understanding.
I need you to try and get a surname with her.
The obvious name is Brougham because we're in Brougham Castle,
Right.
you know.
Okay. And when you say somebody close to her that could have been into spiritualism, is there any way she can give you that person's name?
There's two names. There's a William as well. William is another name associated with her. I think the term she's using is Old Henry, so I guess there's several Henrys in the family,
Right.
so Old Henry.
Broom.
Yeah.
Okay.
This feels to me like accommodation. It feels like staff accommodation to me. There's just a busy little man in here. I don't think he's active. He's about late 1800s, I'd say.
Okay. And he was a worker here, so he's
Yeah.
very, very busy. Can you describe him? Can you see him?
He's very smart. He's wearing a well-tailored jacket, very heavily starched white shirt. He is a bit portly, like a good bit of food, good bit of drink.
So was it administrative or was it something
No.
else that he did?
Service. It was service.
Oh,
it wasn't.
right.
It was kind of both, really, because he seems like he's going through invoices as well. So
Almost like
quite senior.
Like a head butler or something.
Well, he was very senior. I don't know. It's not like he's a groom or he's a groundsman.
Why have you been talking? There's literally something running around us. I'm just looking at the cat.
It's like somebody's working away, like bang, bang, bang.
So moving about, and that's kind of the images he gives, constantly on the go, moving around all the time.
Yeah,
Doing
I can
stuff.
hear it.
When David stops talking, it stops.
That is interesting, because I've noticed this, and something that you'll pick up on, is that when you talk, the knockings will be more frequent
Right.
and much quicker.
It's almost like they're just doing. They're cleaning. They're hanging stuff up. They're moving stuff around. They're quickly busying themselves doing stuff.
Kieran, just as a can you ask out? I know you don't normally do this, but I just want to see, because when I ask out, sometimes nothing happens. When David asks out, things happen. You ask out.
We don't have a name yet for this gentleman, do we?
No, Thomas. Try Thomas, but I hate when you get generic names, but
Okay.
we all had them, I suppose.
Mm.
If there's anybody there, if it's you, Thomas, busy doing things, administration, cleaning perhaps, if you can just carry on what you were doing earlier on.
Now you ask.
Thomas, if that is your name, could you please make yourself known?
Straight away. What do you think to that?
Well, parapsychologists would say it's because I'm too close-minded. I'm thinking too rationally. My mind is not open enough.
After Kieran's unsuccessful calling out, we switched to night vision and moved outside where David felt drawn towards the bunker.
Can we go down here?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Do you want me to go first?
I don't mind going first if you like a laugh.
Go on then.
That's glad I wore my big butch boots.
I know.
Oh, I'm not.
Okay. So you're alright, you've been whacked on the head.
Yeah, it's usually a sign it's busy, isn't it? Oh, it feels a bit.
Blimey, we're going underneath now. Oh.
I'm sure it's residual, but I can hear someone shouting orders down here. Telling people to... Oh,
That's all right, Kieran.
telling people to stand still. This feels... It feels very modern. I mean, like you can tell. It's this side, but this side's not.
Oh, I don't like it.
I can feel like a bit of aggression in here, but I don't...
Oh, sorry.
I don't think it's aimed at us. I think it's in the atmosphere. Do you know what I mean? I can feel aggression in the atmosphere here. Could you knock twice for the affirmative, once for negative? Are you a male?
Two.
Did you die here? That's 2.
It's 2. It's yes then.
Yeah. Can I ask you to tap once for no, twice for yes? Were you here in the 1800s?
No.
That was right by me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm moving away, but that was right by me.
Okay.
Were you here in the 1900s?
Yes.
Yeah. Were you a soldier?
2, yes.
2.
That was right by you, wasn't it, Carl?
It seems a lot of it seems to be coming from around here.
What?
That was like marching.
Was 1,
From
2,
where?
3
From-
foot above?
Yeah, not from above us, without a doubt.
I could
from
hear a
above
lot, but
us.
you were talking, it was going on for quite a while.
It was. It was like boom, 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 boom. Like a whole load of people marching.
Can you pick up on this man?
It's sort of, it's very difficult because he is wearing just khaki uniform. It's not reasonably fit looking. You know what I mean? He's a fit looking man.
How old?
I put him about 20, maybe late 20s, early 30s. He's not an old man. He's not an old man at all. And I think he'd be, I think he's a sergeant, a Lance Corporal sergeant.
Yeah.
He's not an officer.
So he would have been the one to kind of like, all of
I
that.
guess he would have certainly bossed a few people about. The only thing is, show me is a tank. Show me a tank, so I guess.
Okay.
But there's lots of like generals around the tank.
Oh,
I just moved.
So it's a new tank.
Do it
of some
again.
description.
no, it wasn't right. It was a proper tap.
That's,
Is that information correct? I know you can hear us talking. Is that right, sir? Oh, I can't make it out. There was one and then there was...
It seems like he's tapping on this wall.
Yeah. You all right, David?
yeah, I think we should
move
come
on
back
that?
down.
We moved on to another room, again open to the elements, and current resting place of a crucifix statue, which has confused some of the team into thinking that the room was once a chapel. What would David make of this area?
This statue really distressing and haunting and strange. Why is it inside here? It must have been taken from the outside of the castle or something and put in here.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know whether I'm picking up on imagery from... I can't be, that's just ridiculous.
What? Say.
Well, I know there's obviously this magnificent thing here, this magnificent statue, but I've got a woman crying now. It's not Mary Magdalene. Nothing attached to this, but there is a woman, like we call them in Scotland, we call them a wee sweetie wife.
Oh, my sweetie
A wee
wife.
sweetie wife, a wee Glasgow sweetie wife, a wee Glasgow fishwife. Modern dress though, and she's wailing. She's wailing the loss of her son, which is kind of why. And the image I've got is of her basically at the feet of the statue, with her head in her hands, and then she lifts them up to